Oh, we're going to get pumped in these games.
For all you mad bastards loving the Big Show podcast, get up even closer on Instagram, YouTube and TikTok, or raw dog it 4 to 7 every weekday on Radio Hauraki.
Thanks, mate. Crikey.
Good stuff, fellas.
Nothing, Mogi. I just was looking out the window.
Do you know when I
there.
was a younger man? I don't know
Yes.
if I should tell this story.
Yeah. Do it.
Should I?
Do it, man.
Okay.
You want to.
I was in Wellington. I must have been 18, going to Polytech there. Higher learning, fellas.
I've done politics. Jace.
That's what we used to do at school if someone went to tech. Tech!
It's about right, to be fair, honestly.
I went
Honestly,
to
a
tech.
complete fucking waste of time.
It was very much a stepping stone to... Nah, fuck it.
It was a stepping
Tech's all
stone
good.
to $22,000 worth of debt.
Well, I'm doing tech right now.
Oh, yeah, that's different though, isn't it? That's different.
Yeah, but I want to see Jace diss it so I can clip this off and then send it into like Takadity or
it's
something.
racist.
Yeah. But carry on.
And me and a mate were down in Wellington there, and we got on the paperwork. Beautiful day in Wellington. And paperwork, Jace, it's LSD.
He was trying
Okay.
to say, yeah. Just
Okay.
Yeah, but I didn't want
yeah.
anybody to know what it was.
Sure. it's good that
And
we caught it.
can I just say, I don't recommend anybody takes drugs of any sort, ever. And this is also not a true story.
Sure.
And a beautiful day in Wellington, and me and my mate went to Dockside, one of the bars down there.
Yes.
And one of the symptoms of
Paperwork?
drug taking that didn't happen is everything's very funny. Very funny. But we were having a lovely time, especially on a sunny day. There's something about it where the colours are brighter.
Yes.
The world just comes alive. It's pretty special. Not
Is it
that I
like-
recommend doing it.
Is it like someone's, because I haven't done it and I never will, Mike.
No, of course you won't.
Is it like someone's turned the contrast and the saturation right up on a TV or something? Or put
It's
like
not. It sort of varies.
It varies
Yeah,
from
yeah.
what it
Right.
From moment to
from
moment.
paperwork to paperwork.
right.
Yes, and anyway, we went into what's that? Civic Square next to the Wellington Town Hall. Beautiful day it was.
Yes.
People everywhere. We came up a set of stairs and we rounded a corner, and there was about 15 young women in school uniform. They would have been about our age. I was 18, but they were in school uniform. Sort of draped all over these stairs in various stuff. It was the weirdest thing to happen upon, and one of the most
Erotic?
It was. And I was of the age. I wasn't 47, which I am now. That would be wrong.
Yes.
But at that stage,
You were a young
holy
buck.
shit! I've still got that as still a snapshot, and it was like someone was playing a trick on us.
Wow, because it's like you've almost come to like this amazing private garden area.
It
That's
was
like a fairy
And
tale.
it was really it used to be really quite a great place, that Civic Square, and particularly that moment has etched my mind. But that reminded me of just
Just what Jace was looking at out there. And what ended up happening? Were you guys too off your face to...
we weren't going anywhere near it.
You were just like...
Yeah.
You know, like, from our point of view, it's a magical moment. From their point of view, there's two drongos with their jaws on the floor and their eyes bulging out of their fucking head that won't go away. But no, we were.
You and your mate's like...
Shades on.
Funnily
my
enough,
God.
brother.
That's probably a bit and real loud. Real loud.
yeah.
Wait till everyone at Tech hears about this.
we were, funnily enough, Mogi, talking about that sort of stuff before you came in today.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Who was?
About taking certain things,
Oh, that's right.
like paperwork and stuff like that.
Right.
Yeah.
And I was saying I've never taken paperwork and have no desire to.
Good.
I have taken paperwork, and can I say that I've had tremendously good times,
Yes.
Responsibly.
responsibly, and tremendously bad times.
I've never done it, but if I had, I would never, ever have had a bad experience.
Can I just repeat what I just said? If I ever did take it, I imagine I would have had tremendously
In
good
another-
times and tremendously bad times.
This hypothetically speaking, in the past, in another life, Jace, if you had taken it and then gone out into a field, was it that one? Was it that situation, hypothetically speaking?
Hypothetically, if I had taken it, I could see myself on many occasions going to a field
Yeah.
or bush
Yeah.
or the ocean.
Getting out and about's good, man.
The ocean seems dangerous.
Go.
No, you don't go
Oh,
swimming. No.
that's good.
It was say I would maybe go out west somewhere
Just
where it's
find
really
a tree.
a tree, a bush,
Just
anything.
one tree.
That's
is
all you
plenty.
need, man.
Yeah.
And then what? You just look at
You
it.
just look at it. Yeah. You just look at
You
it,
do.
man.
You look at it, and the sound and vision, everything is heightened.
And even if you don't have a tree mug, you just look at the sky.
So is this why like Pink Floyd, for example, was so massive? Because you could be doing some paperwork, listening to Pink Floyd, The Dark Side of the Moon.
I prefer nature to
Pink
music.
But do you think that was the drug that made them so, what I mean?
It's
People
that
loved
and
that shit?
Yeah, exactly. The Doors as well, and
Yeah, okay.
all through the
Psychedelic
70s.
shit.
I had
Can I
a
just
scenario
say, it sounds terrible and I don't want to
you
do
wouldn't
it.
like
that
You wouldn't like it.
We should definitely not do it
I
at some stage.
speaking of nature v music in that scenario, I was with a group of mates in that scenario, and they were
Hypothetically
speaking, and they got on a real cartoon watching buzz,
Right.
and
That would freak you out.
that was not good for me.
Yeah.
And I was watching cartoons for about 15 minutes, and they were in hysterics and just going
Yeah.
off. And I had to leave because it was just too much for me, and I had to go. And we had a beautiful little garden, so I went and sat in the garden. That was much better.
I haven't had a recent experience at all where I was on mushrooms. I haven't. And a similar sort of thing was going on. Something was on YouTube or something like that. And
Yes.
then one of the people I was with just said, should we just turn this off and go outside? And that was the best decision that was never made because it didn't happen.
Yeah.
It's just so confusing.
You just get drawn into stuff,
well,
and it's
especially
just like,
back
You're like,
then-
why am I watching this?
Well, it was the cartoon. If you watch something like Ren and Stimpy or something, that's so like absurd and out there. That would freak you.
Yeah.
I mean,
So
you're
freaky.
aware that it's
Like a
yeah,
cartoon.
nobody's thinking that, oh, fuck, the world's taking me over, or or anything. I never had.
No.
Like, you're very aware what's going on and the reason why you're feeling the way that you are. You don't forget that.
Right.
What's funny about all of that stuff is what never comes into people's consciousness when they're deciding about those sorts of things. I don't think a reason why people don't do that is because you think, oh, nah, it's illegal. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
You
I
think
don't-
that doesn't come into.
I don't think there might be somebody in the world where that has been the thing that has stopped them from doing it. But I think people would more be like, oh, no, I don't like the sound of it. I'm a bit scared of doing it.
Yeah,
Blah, blah, blah.
yeah.
But certainly
Exactly.
I don't think the thing is, oh, fuck, I'd love to, man, but it's illegal.
I think being,
yeah, that never came
It's
into
weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
But that's meant to be the deterrent.
it's when
Yes.
you're a kid being told it's illegal is what then turns into fear later on in life.
Right.
From my experience
Right.
with some of my friends who haven't done it
Ever.
and genuinely have not done it, is they were told it was so bad when they were kids and it's illegal and you should never do it, that now it is like a terrifying thing.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, but is it because it was so bad or because it was illegal?
Well, they used to tell you it was fucking bad.
fuck your brain up.
Yeah, and all that
exactly.
sort of
So
shit.
that would scare you. But
Yeah.
whether something is illegal or not, I don't think that has a big part to play.
All that does is prohibit your ability to get it.
or to get something that's not probably
like
been tainted with something else.
That's right.
Yeah.
So that's what makes it tough.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's funny, isn't it? That's meant to be the deterrent, and yet
No.
I've never heard anybody have that conversation.
If I was to contemplate doing something like
I
that,
hope you're not.
No,
And he
I
isn't.
wouldn't. Yeah, and I know of people that have done it. Many people quite close to me,
Yeah.
You should name them.
Very close.
and I can tell you that illegality was not an issue.
No.
You know what you shouldn't do? You shouldn't, and I would hate this, take all of us to the batch. Because I would hate that.
Yeah.
What you don't want to do, I've heard from like a best mate of mine, is take some paperwork and then get thoughts in your head like, how do I breathe?
Yeah.
Which is the sort of thing that my head would do.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
And then you go on an interior spiral of, oh my God, how am I breathing?
Yeah, right.
That's not a good thing. And another thing you don't want to do, because another really good friend of mine did it while he was taking paperwork,
Or he didn't do it.
was look in the mirror.
Oh,
Your
yeah.
face start
and
changing.
he
Well,
turned
because-
into Satan.
Oh my god.
Oh, right. Well, that's pretty
With, like,
strong stuff.
I'm
yeah.
talking with like horns up to the roof, talons.
Talons are on
Yeah.
your
And his face
feet.
split apart and doubled in size.
Yeah.
That happened to a mate of mine.
Well, you got your mate. Well, he got his money's worth.
Well, yeah, he said it was a particularly potent brew that lasted about 12 hours.
Is your mate now like really nervous and anxious around at the thought of doing it?
He does have anxiety issues and panic attacks.
This mate, yeah, far out. Wow.
Hey, there you go.
I hope I don't meet him. He sounds like a bit of a handful. Jesus. Hey,
Douche, douche.
see how he purposely did douche for ages because he knew I was right in the middle of trying to say some admin,
Sure.
and he just held it there as long as he could.
Douche, douche.
Hey, you should
Douche, 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 douche.
Hauraki Big Show 407 Radio Hauraki. Check it out. It's so good.
Jason Hoyt, Mike Minogue, and Keezy. Weekdays from 4 on Radio Hauraki. Or give their podcast a hoon on iHeartRadio.